today's session. Today we will discuss about Rani Kamlapati or Kamlavati, why it is in news, and the century in which Rani Kamlavati ruled. And the second topic we will discuss about is India's ballistic missile defense program. Again, why it is in news and what are the two-layer defense of India. The third topic will be mosquito-borne diseases, various types of mosquitoes and the disease spread by it, and recent strategies for fighting against mosquito-borne diseases. And lastly, we will also discuss about two places in the news, Khartoum and Eritrea. So moving on to the first topic, it's Rani Kamlapati or Kamlavati. It was in news because a railway station in Bhopal was renamed to Rani Kamlapati from Habibganj. She was a Gond queen and also known as the last Hindu queen in Bhopal. She was a wife of Nizam Shah. She ruled in 18th century, and when Nizam Shah was killed treacherously by their relative, she aligned with Dost Muhammad Khan, tied him a rakhi, and avenged Nizam Shah's killing. However, after avenging the killing, Dost Muhammad Khan deceitfully captured the places ruled by Rani Kamlavati, and she is also known for building Kamlavati Palace, which is 7-storied building. And related to this one, we also should know about Birsa Munda and Munda rebellion. Why was it is known for, and what are there are various terms like Dickus, etc. Maybe we can discuss it in tomorrow's class. So this much things we have to remember for Rani Kamlavati. Moving on to the second topic, it is India's ballistic missile defense program. Like we are now buying S-400 from Russia, which is again a ballistic defense missile program, and we are having various issues with US due to our agreement of CATSA, etc. So these all are already discussed. So we'll discuss about India's already existing ballistic defense program. It started after Kargil war, and we have a two-layered ballistic defense. That is, if it's in the atmosphere, for lower atmosphere we have a defense system, and for upper atmosphere where we have another defense system. So in the lower atmosphere we have AAD or advanced aerial defense. It is also known as Ashwin or AAD. For the upper atmosphere defense, we have Prithvi, or after developing, it is now known as Pratyumna. So the difference between AAD and PADs, or the lower level defense and the upper atmosphere defense, is the AAD is a single stage defense mechanism missile, while Prithvi or Pradyumna is a two-stage missile. And now we have bought S-400 from Russia also. And apart from that, we have also tested ASAT under Mission Shakti, which has that ability to destroy even satellites. So these much things we have to remember in case of defense and India's ballistic missile defense program. And another prelims point we have to remember is it was started after Kargil war. Moving on to the third topic, it is about various mosquito-borne diseases. There was an article in Hindu about the mosquito-borne diseases and how we are fighting against it through various techniques. The main thing we have to, again, for for prelims we have to remember is which all mosquitoes spread which all diseases, like chikungunya, dengue, yellow fever and Zika are spread by Aedes, while malaria is spread by Anopheles mosquito. Japanese encephalitis is spread by Culex mosquito. So we have to remember this one. You either refer to our this PDF or post the video and write down the notes. So what are the new various techniques we are using for mosquito-borne diseases? That the two malaria vaccines in the news were R21 vaccine and Mosquirix. So if there is a match the following comes, we have to know it is a vaccine against malaria. Like they can ask what is the R21 vaccine which was recently in news used against. That is a typical question UPSC can ask. So we have to remember it is against malaria. And similarly for dengue we have Dengvaxia, and other than that Cidus cardila is developing a DNA vaccine which is not at come out. And another thing which was recently in news is controlling mosquito using parasites. So Wolbachia, whatever it is, like don't know the exact pronunciation, look into this one. This parasite is used to control dengue spreading mosquito. Okay, so again they can, in a prelims they can ask what was the parasite this one Wolbachia pipientis is used for, which was recently in news. So they can give different options, and one of the option may be controlling dengue spreading mosquitoes. So we have to select that one. Moving on to the next topic, which are places in the news. There is a coup happening in Sudan, and the capital of Sudan is Khartoum. So they can use it anyways in prelims, like in a match the following, or in general they can ask about a map based question from Sudan. So we need to know Sudan is in the eastern part of Africa. On the one side there is the Red Sea, and the other side it is enclosed by various countries. So we need to know which all countries it has the land border with. So one is Egypt, the other is Libya, another one is Chad, and another is Central African Republic. Then there is South Sudan, Ethiopia and Eritrea, and Red Sea. So we need to have an idea about that one. And the second place in the news today is also from Africa and a neighbor of Sudan. It's Eritrea. It is in news because US is giving sanction on Eritrea. So other than international relation perspective, we need to know about where Eritrea is located. Like again, it was seen as neighbor to Sudan, and another two countries which it has land border is Ethiopia and Djibouti. It also has that ocean border with Red Sea. Not ocean, the sea border with Red Sea. And Eritrea is a part of Horn of Africa, which comprises Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia and Ethiopia. This much countries. 2, 3, 4. And other thing we have to remember is the Red Sea, Suez Canal and different gulfs and straits in this area. So there is a Mediterranean Sea in the north of Africa, and in between Egypt there is Suez Canal, and after Suez Canal there is a Gulf of Suez in between where Suez Canal is located, and Gulf of Aqaba between Israel, Jordan, Egypt and Saudi Arabia. And after that there is Red Sea, and between Djibouti and Yemen there is a Strait of Bab el Mandeb, after which there is Gulf of Aden. North to south we have to remember, and what all gulfs are there and what all straits are here also we have to remember. And today's last topic is sports awards. Although sports is generally neglected in UPSC questions last year. Last time, this time, there are 3 questions from sports. So just go through who all got what all award, and in case of Khel Ratna award, who got, was it instituted, and who got first Khel Ratna also. Just Google and make a note. That's all for today's session. Thank you.